We have now got build 95 for Derail Valley, now called Derail Valley Simulator. And I've been having a lot of fun with Derail Valley lately, especially after the last big update, which is why it's now called Derail Valley Simulator. One of the things a lot of people were looking forward to with this update is this new locomotive, which came out and is available to play today, the S060. Is part of this major update, which of course we'll go over bit by bit here shortly, but it's got a lot of updates as well, including some more VRAM stability and how it's used. Fixed several bugs. There's a ton. I'll link this down below where you can go and find this and have a good look over it for yourself. One of the big things I noticed is they reduced the cost of coal by 75% because it was pretty damn expensive. They've tweaked some of the ways the steam locomotive or steam locomotives, now that there's two, actually work. What else? There's a couple of big things. They added 9 new water towers across the map, as we've got 2 steam engines now, which is nice. Some VR improvements and tutorial improvements as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at this locomotive. So here it is, guys, the new available shunter, steam switcher, shunter, whatever you want to call it, available in Derail Valley Simulator now, the 060. 060 being, of course, it is named for the wheel arrangement. So it has no leading or following trucks, and it's just got these 6 drivers, the big 3 wheels per each side. I believe it is supposed to be rendered from the USATC S100, which we have a picture of here. It's basically largely the same thing. The United States Army Transportation Corps, USATC, this was used for switching and shunting, obviously, in Europe and North Africa during the World War II period, and then post-war it was sent to places like Austria, China, Egypt, France, Great Britain, Greece, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Italy, the Netherlands, Palestine, and most importantly Yugoslavia, because I think that's what this is more closely built off of, is the actual, let's get back to it here, the, what is it called? The JZ Class 62, but essentially it looks like the USATC S100. It's cool to have a nice little steam shunter, if you will, instead of just the big boy all the time to do some stuff in the yards. There's some logistical hauls that may not be completely full trains and just switch stuff around the yard. They were built by Davenport, H.K. Porter, and Vulcan, and between about 1942 and 1944, almost 400 of these units were built in total, and they just ended up kind of all over the place. So to be able to use this thing in your career, of course, you would need to go to the Career Manager kiosk or machine, go to your licenses. We'll go down, confirm, and we'll go down, 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 down. S060, there it is. It says owned. I've got every license owned, but it is 20,000 in-game credits, which I think they use as dollars. So that's what it's going to cost you, is 20,000 in-game dollars. One of the things they did denote on the patch notes, which is kind of neat, is you are not going to need to have the license in career mode to be able to use it in sandbox mode. I'm currently in sandbox mode right now, and you can, as a matter of fact, fire it up in sandbox mode without having to go to career and purchase that first. I have it set up here at the forest or the lumber yard, and we're just going to try and pull a couple of cars. I think I got 4 or 5 of them set up here, and see how it pulls. In the notes, Alt Future claims the effort of this thing is between the DE2, so the little yellow locomotive that you start the game with, and the DM3, which is the little British-based shunter, the little blue thing. Neither one of those are very powerful. In fact, with the yellow one, I am always having troubles with it overheating, even paired, and married multiple unit ran with other locomotives. The DM3 is a little bit more powerful. I've done some successful runs with that thing, but you got to use a lot of sand and you got to get those gears right. So it'll be interesting to see how this thing operates. But it looks good. It looks largely like the thing that was sat by Old Bob's Garage, because before they actually released it into the game, it was sat at Old Bob's Garage. You could actually buy the license to it as well, which I had already done preemptively. And now it's available. So it's, I don't even know if it's still sitting over there. It'd be interesting to see if it is. But they did fix the things that were kind of messed up before, which it was a in-progress build, obviously, so that the headlight or the headlamps are there, which look nice. But the model overall does look pretty good. It looks like, largely it looks like an 060. It's a nice-looking locomotive. Try and see if I can spot any specifics. Got the headlights on the back as well. Let's go ahead and get up in this thing. See if it does a tutorial for us here. All right. Indeed it did. Son of a biscuit. All right. Well, it's kind of good because I certainly don't know how to operate this thing. So it says enable the lubricator. So just like, you know, of course, all the mechanical moving parts on the inside and the front and all around the locomotive, set that up to lube the mechanical things. So I think it's outside. There it is. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. There we go. Enable the air pump, just like on the 282 as well. Probably actually reach that. There we go. And then the dynamo. That's how we can get the electricity from the steam and all that for the headlights. Did I get that? So that's open there. Yeah, that is. Okay, it says hit space to continue. Cab lights. Let's go back in. Alright, this is our cab light, which does not work right now, obviously. Turn it on anyway. There's our wipers. So you can just space through these as it says, but that's where the wipers are. The lights are over here. We will enable those. It's our firebox. Get that open. It's really quiet. It's like really, really quiet. I expected that to be a lot louder. Let me turn the video volume up here just a bit. Maybe that'll help. All right, so we need to take out the shovel, which is right now. I don't have my golden shovel here. I have it in my career. I could probably swap it, but whatever. Go ahead and take some coal. Actually, let's get that back open. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's actually really quiet. It's weird. Chuck it in there. We'll just keep on filling it. Take out your lighter. Yeah, I actually don't have my shovel in the sandbox mode. Didn't realize that. And it's raining now. Perfect. Fire it up. There we go. Look at the friggin' coal already. Holy hell, look how fast that's going down. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let's get rid of that lighter. Alright, fully apply the blower. This control boosts airflow by releasing steam at the front of the engine by bringing more oxygen in the firebox. Increases the fire burn rate. Use this when you're not running the engine, so when you are stationary. But you need to build steam quickly, such as when stationary. There we go. Monitor until 400C. So we gotta add more coal. Holy crap, that ran through it. That is, that's a lot that it used. Alright, so that's it. Nope. Go ahead and get rid of that. If I go ahead and close that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and shut the blower off. Alright, where's our sight glass? So it's right about the middle there. That does slosh around while you're in motion. I've learned that the hard way several times. Alright, it's the injector. Control operates injection of water from storage to the boiler. Use it to keep the water level in the nominal range. Spacebar over that. Here's your blow down. The water level in the boiler goes above the nominal range. You can use this to control and dump water. So if there's too much water in this sight glass right here, blow down. If there's not enough water in this sight glass right here, injector. Layman's terms. That's opening it up. Close it. Space to continue. Fly independent brake. Look at the, it's just telling you to look at the gauge. All right, here's our cutoff. Let's, I guess let's go ahead and throw it all the way forward. Fully disengage the handbrake. Let's see. All right, cylinder cocks. Control allows water to be expelled from the cylinder. Cylinder cock should be open when the water can be heard in the cylinder. So if you're at a stop, generally from what I understand, you're gonna want to open those when you're getting started, and then close them after you've run a minute. Let's go ahead and get the windows open here. There we go. All right, that is our sander. There's our regulators telling us to gently apply. There's our pressure gauge. Space to continue. Fully discharge the brake. And it says monitor the speedometer. Alright. We might actually have a handbrake on one of the cars back here. So that might be a problem. So that's the thing about the tutorial. It's kind of weird. If you hop in an engine you've never been in before, it'll kind of just start the tutorial. And if you get too far, it'll reset it. Which, let's see, that one's not applied, so it's probably the back one if it is. Get back in. Can you open this door? You can. Very cool. Alright, handbrake is off. Let's see if we need to give her a little bit more juice. There we go. We are slowly moving. Let's check that whistle out. That sounds really good. As with all their other locomotives, that sounds really damn nice. Headlights. I don't think you can get these windows open. I can hear the chuff slowly building. That sounds really good. Probably go ahead and close the cylinder cocks. Alright, it's telling me to keep them open. More power. Alright. It's telling us about the sander. I'll space bar through that. Look at the chest. It shows the amount of pressure being applied to the cylinders. Why the needle moves. Vehicle speed, speedometer. It's telling us to monitor again. Alright, it still wants the cylinder cocks open. Chuffing sounds really good. You don't hear any like rod clanking or wheels or anything like that, sadly, in here at least. Look at the cylinder cocks, man. The steam looks really incredible on this thing. This is nice. And of course the headlights look amazing. The actual color of them look nice. We're building some speed. Still saying monitor that. Alright. It wants them open still. Okay. Spacebar. Spacebar. Look at this speed. Oh, these freaking tutorials, man, they just go crazy like this. Alright, so let's keep them open until all the water's removed. There's still water inside. Yeah, we're just going to close them. I don't know where we're going up here. We need to be careful. Probably pull the cutoff back a bit. I really wish the tutorial bit would go away now so I could just kind of play around with it. Let's see, if I go far enough away from it, I think it'll stop. Oh wow, the train brake is lapping too. Ooh, the brake sound, the squealing. Let's see. Let's see, it should go away, I hope. Let's see. Does this thing have a bell? Let's get on top. I do not. Oh, yeah, it does. I'm trying to find where the bell's at. Here's our water. I believe that's the water. Can't see anything in there. A bit dark. Yeah, there it is. See the raindrops in there. You can see your gauge on the side there. Close that. Close, sir. Please close. It's the scroll wheel. Goes crazy sometimes. How do you add sand to this sucker? I would typically think of the sand dome. There's the other water flapper. Can you open that deal on the top? There's your coal up there. You know what? Did we hook? Yeah, it's already all hooked up. Okay, I was going to say. Let's see. Can you mess with any of this stuff? Can you get that hatch open? Oh, nice. You can. Very cool. Where did we go? Here she is. All right, let's see if we can get down the road here. It is a bit dingy out. It looks like we might need some water. Sometimes it's hard to tell with that thing. Yeah, geez, I can't tell. This happened to me before in the 282, and then it blew up. Did we run out of water completely? There it goes. Yeah, holy hell. We used a whole lot of water. Be very dangerous. Yeah, this thing looks really good. Really love the dingy, just crummy looking interior of this thing. Of course, everything on the inside, the boiler itself, the gauges, the brake handles, all that look really damn good. All right, we are going to get this thing down the road. Hopefully the weather will be a bit more favorable. All right, there's probably enough water. Let's go ahead and shut that off. Let's throw a little more coal in here, as it looks like we have ran out already. Good night, man. Yeah, I can see using this thing cross-map a bit difficult. Alright, that looks like about all I can do there. Go ahead and close the door again. Open the cylinder cocks. Release the brakes. And start rolling. Let's see, where's the bell? That's the wiper. There it is. I guess it's not animated. It sounds kind of weird. Honestly, don't know what these things would have sounded like. I mean, each different area would have had different, you know, whistles and bells, largely for the most part, I would assume. Still have the power on like an idiot. Alright, let's let this thing roll for a minute. It's a cutoff. We'll pull it back about 25-30%. And we're going to do a roll by and check these hand wheels. It's rolling quite freely, so I'm assuming... Oh, no, there it is, see? Oh, shit. Oh, dear Lord. Yep. Let's go ahead and get you stopped. Yep. That is a problem. I was afraid of that. See, it's the first time I used it, obviously. When you hop in the locomotive for the first time, it will, it'll generally start with the tutorial there. Nice. One of the other things they did with Build 95 is this is now in Build 95, the current state of the game, is they apparently added heavier engine sounds, but it said they reduced the bassiness of being inside the engine cab, which I kind of liked. So I'm not sure how I'll get on with that. All right, let's get back in this thing. In, please. I don't even know which direction we're going. Mappage. All right, so we're actually going the other way. We'd want to go to the sawmill. You know what? Let's push this thing bass backwards now. So cut off in reverse. We're going to be going up a hill, I believe. Brakes off. And a little bit of juice. Cock's open. Yeah, we're rolling. Yeah, it's definitely downhill. All right, let's see if this thing can do a little pushing. Like the water is quite high, but I don't believe that's realistic. That just happens when the locomotive moves around. It sloshes as they did in real life. Get out and watch this thing work. I love the chuff sound they have for their steam engines in this game. That looks really nice. Alright, let's see if this thing can do some work here. Let's try some wheel slip. Okay. Wheel slip definitely happens. Let's see what we can get away with here before it slips. There we go. Get rid of the cylinder cock. Shut the light off. Probably gonna end up derailing back here because hey, I can't see what the hell I'm doing. It's very froggy. Gonna pull the cutoff a bit up. So ideally, the higher the speed you go and the less power you need to keep moving, you want to move the cutoff closer back to 0. I'm no steam expert, nor will I pretend to be, but I kind of get the basics. That might have been a little too much. Oh, slip. Slip. All right, let's pull the cutoff back. So think of it like torque. Good. All right, maybe back some more. Nope. Yeah, it's not liking it at all. Throw some more water in there. How's the fire looking? No. We don't need a boom box. Jesus. The shovel, please, sir. There we go. That fire nice and hot. We are running out of juice, man. Cut off all the way back. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Bad things are happening. Where was the sand? There it is. Yeah, not good. Let's see here. Let's see. Is it going to work its back the other way? That is a steep decline out of the forest yard there. Oh, slippage again. Look at that. They're trying, man. Yeah, so this thing, I'm sure I'm not operating it worth a damn. You can see all the sparks coming out of the front end there. I feel like it's gonna blow up very soon. I'll tell you what, we'll just go forward. Yeah, and we'll do it like that. All right, cut off back. Now this thing isn't designed to go very fast. That's not what these things were. It was a shunter or switcher designed to move heavy loads, roughly short distances. Cut off back some more. Yeah, so you can see the max speed on the thing, 60 km/h. What's that, like 40 mile an hour? You can see it bobbing and weaving all over the track. I guess at this point it would be best to see for sciences what it takes to not do well in this thing. So we're going to run out of water, as you can see there. This thing seems to consume quite a bit of water. Throw some more fire in there. Watch it chug. Thick black smoke, that's not the best. Ideally want it a bit grayer. We're still pissing steam, so I'm not using it worth a damn. Naturally. But this thing was most definitely not meant for long hauls. I'm going to have to get a grip on this thing and figure out how to operate it in steam. Oh shit! Holy crap! Okay. All right. Well, we did run out of steam, and it got very hot and it died, and that's what can happen in Derail Valley. So I guess on that note, that's it. The thing does seem capable in yards, but if you take it on any long distance journeys, better make sure you do it right, man. I can't wait to use this thing in various applications in the game. But Derail Valley Build 95, the S060 steam shunter is out now and available. That's it, guys.